this is Craig from bitsbox.co.uk and it's time for another unboxing video. In this video I am looking at the Stormcast Eternal's Prosecutors and the Knight Azyros model, which can also make the Knight Venator. So I'm going to begin looking at the Prosecutors. It's 3 models to a box. A lot of people saying they're quite pricey for what they are, but as I always say, it is what it is. And I'm going to much about price, and they're really nice models. So let's have a look. Now the wings on these, a lot of people are very interested in. I'm sure we'll be selling quite a lot of these on the site. The wings are just gorgeous, as we saw from the starter set. This one actually here looks like it's a little bent, and this box has literally just been opened. I only removed the shrink wrap before I started the video, so that's a bit of a shame. I'm sure they're not all like that. Some pretty cool weapon options on this sprue. You have a great sword, a great axe, and this trident thing, which is pretty sweet. All the legs come in 2 halves, and they all have a big parchment hanging from them. Of course, as with every Stormcast Eternal kit, there is a lion head shoulder pad for the Prime. Every single Stormcast Eternal set I've looked at so far all have this exact same shoulder pad. And then you just got your torso as well in 2 halves. With a little torso there, just a subtle difference on it, just for the Prime, but not much. And then you got some regular shoulder pads, the arms for the greatsword, and then one of these arms can be used with either the hammer or the axe. So on this sprue, we have all the single-handed hammers, another pair of wings, and all the helmet crests. Hold up there, and a larger helmet crest there for the Prime. Then have a first set of head options, again with one for the Prime, which has like a lion head sort of sculpt on the helmet. It's probably a bit hard to see on camera. And of course got some more arms, and the hammers for the Prime. So there's a little bit more detail on them. And on the final sprue, we have the spears, and again, one for the Prime, a bit more decorative. I really like all the lion head stuff what appears on these. I've always been a massive fan of Celestial Lion Space Marine chapter, and the more I look at these parts, the more I just keep getting conversion ideas in my head. So it's like, oh, nothing's start. Again, we have another sort of broken thing on the wing. I'm not gonna force it too much, but that should go back in place. So, okay. We have some more head options. They're slightly different to the other heads, and they have like these spikes instead of the crests. It's quite cool. So it just gives you another different head options. Of course, there's the nice round shields. So this will have the Spartan sort of feel to them. And of course, as always, one for a Prime. Then we have more arms. These arms, the arms that hold a shield, and then we have this arm which holds onto that spear. So you got enough parts there to make 3 models and loads of spare bits for the Prime. So however you decide to build them, you'll always have plenty of bits. So yeah, maybe it's a bit pricey for what it is, but you know, these models are lovely. I'm really liking the Stormcast Eternal range. Well, we speak about pricey models now. I actually ordered a Knight Venator for myself because I thought that would be a nice addition to my army. I had no idea it came in a box when you can build one of each. So that sort of explains the price tag, because this is, you know, for what you can build out of it, it's quite expensive. But a lot of the single models seem to be these days. I know I'll turn all these unboxing videos into rants about price and that, so I will I won't mention it no more. I still end up paying it. So, okay, so it is only for one sprue. But this is the first time I've actually really looked at it properly. So, the wings, I think, are slightly bigger to the regular guys. Yeah, oh, they're even bigger than that. I don't know if you can see a comparison there. But the wings are much larger. Yeah, there's massive. Hold up. I always film these upside down, so I apologise if anything's upside down or wrong way up on these things. It has a massive piece of parchment coming off the torso there, which is pretty cool. Of course, that's the way you'd fix them to the base. The Venator has this big bird on its base. It actually looks a lot bigger in person than it does on the model. So this miniature is obviously going to be fairly large compared to the regular Prosecutors, which is pretty nice. So hopefully it'll stand out nicely on the battlefield. Again, we have a lion head shoulder pad, but what's also cool is the Venator has like this eagle head shoulder pad, so that's really cool. And then we just have the weapon options in the heads. This set I wasn't originally planning on selling on like the bits of, but I think after looking at it, I might decide to do that in the future because there's some really nice pieces on here. But yeah, I actually quite like this kit. I'll be really interested to see how large this model is when I put them together. They certainly don't look that large on the box, but it's always hard to tell without any comparisons. I'll just grab his base out here. So he's actually on a 50mm base. Oh, I assumed he was just on a 40, so he's actually on a larger base as well, so he is going to be quite a lot bigger compared to a normal. Well, if you're not sure what 50mm base is, like the size base for Centurions, for the Space Marines. I think the Hive Guard uses them for Tyranids. It's just one size smaller than the Dreadnought base. So yeah, quite a large model. I'll be looking forward to putting them together. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again.